Alright, y'all, welcome back to State of the Franchise Gaming, and yes, I completely understand that Madden has a ton of issues. Honestly, probably nobody knows more than I do, as I played this game more or less for the better part of a quarter century. And I've already paid money for this game, I can't get a refund, so this is what's happening. Nonetheless, I'm bringing you guys a fantasy draft franchise because, well, while it would be kind of fun to do a franchise based off the normal rosters, I think this is just way more fun. Fantasy drafts, I had to find a roster that was completely fictional. For some jerk-off reason, they've decided to give me the 30-second pick because I'm a user. That's kind of stupid. Whatever. Kind of wish you could have randomized this, but with our very first pick, we're going to go with a quarterback because, hey, the team ain't going to go nowhere without a quarterback. And that guy's pretty good, 89 overall. He's a rookie. I think whoever came up with this roster as a whole, I think they might have had guys with a little higher overall, a little higher ratings. Like, guys seem like beasts at this point. But a second pick is going to be an edge rusher because I do think I'm going to stick to a 4-3 defense. So I go with a defensive end that fits that mold. Third round, going to get another selection. I'm only going to show you guys maybe like the first 15 picks. I'm going to go with a guy who's got the greatest name in all of linebacker history. That is Brick Wall, 95 tackling. Not very fast, but he sheds blocks. Plays outstanding zone coverage in his 99 strength. He's only 20 years old. This man is a damn freak of nature. Apparently they say I keep reaching. Only normal dev, but I don't care. He's 20 and he's a 95 overall. Like, he's gonna be a monster. He's gonna be a superstar at some point in his career. Fourth round, I figure, hey, we gotta find somebody to block for Mr. Townsend, our rookie quarterback, and we go with a left tackle. Next up, I believe I'm going to go with a corner because, this is a passing league. I'm going to go with Case and Peters. I don't think I chose Case and Peters first. Nope, it was Quentin Hayward-Bay, I think, was my pick. 31 years old star. Dev, nope, I didn't actually pick him. Okay, okay, fine, whatever. I actually do end up taking Hayward-Bay later on in the draft. This is a passing league. I do want corners that can play man defense, though we know the issues involved with this game as far as defense is concerned. Don't know how they can't fix that. By this point, it's 2021. Nonetheless, start with the captain of the offensive line, the center, Joshua Larson, superstar. Next up, we will leave the man on the opposite side of Mr. Scott, go with a right end because, listen, I want pass rush from both sides of the ball. From both ends of the line of scrimmage. And I get he's a normal dev. I honestly don't care about dev tree. The ratings matter more to me, though I think they only matter more to me and not the EA itself. We go with a safety here in this round. Edmund Jackson, 27 years old, more of a zone corner, as most safeties usually are at this point, especially free safeties. Adrian Lynch, we're going to have him as a kind of box safety, but he also plays damn good zone coverage, unless I'm mistaking what 88 is supposed to mean. I haven't actually owned a Madden in about a decade. Madden 13 turned me off. Not Madden 13. Yeah, Madden 13 turned me off. I did like 12, but 13 turned me off, and I basically didn't bother to buy a Madden for a long time. I've been an MLB The Show player. That's why you see so much of it on my channel. We're going to protect the other side of Mr. Townsend, his blind side, and not blind side, that's actually his front half. Bromhauser will be a right tackle. He's up there in age, so I know we're going to have to draft a guy later. Go with, finally, after many rounds, we will go with a wide receiver because, well, you gotta throw it to somebody. 95 speed, 92 catching, 83 catching traffic, so I'm sure I'm not going to throw it in the coverage very often around him. He's 6'6", only 199 pounds, 28 years old, so we'll see if he can get maybe at least a little bit better before we start to see him regress. I do like to have a tight end, preferably that is more balanced, that can block some and catch, but Polton House seems to be that man. 32 years old, 6'6", 274 from Bentley College. He is a possession receiver, though apparently our other puzzle piece, I forget what it is, scheme fit is for a deep threat. Next up, I'm going to select Cole Hitchens. He will be our second receiver, but he's really more of a slot guy. A guy that can run damn good routes. He's 32, so I wish he were younger, but I wasn't really paying too much attention to people's dev traits. I do have dev regression on because I don't see why you wouldn't have it on. And this is the last pick I've decided to pick before I let the CPU handle everything. Going with crispy bacon. I'm believing that is some kind of simile to the guy that does Bacon's fictional roster in MLB The Show. Not that guy. I know his name. Hell, I speak to him every once in a while. Hell, I helped him with the roster. Anyhow, send in the rest of the draft. We'll get a full picture as to what our team looks like. Again, I only picked one quarterback. The CPU handled the rest. As you can see, Mr. Townsend has great arm strength and pretty damn good accuracies across the board, short, medium, and deep. 93 strength. I don't know where he gets it from. He's only 6'3", 222. I don't remember actually drafting a running back. I think I drafted this guy and didn't realize he was 36, but it is what it is. He's got two backups behind him. They will get playing time because Kirby is going to regress at some point. None of them are speedsters. Well, the second back is. I will play with a fullback because I believe in power football. So that's what we're getting. He's a 95 lead blocker, though his run blocking isn't the greatest. I don't know, whatever. It's nice to have a fullback. Anyway, as you can see, Anderson is the 1. Hitchens is technically the 2, though he will also move out the slot in 3 receiver sets. Golden Norwell will be the Z receiver as well in 3 receiver sets. As you can see, Slot Apprentice is one of his superstar abilities, and Slot-O-Matic. I am playing with X Factors in this one. I will have a second franchise in Madden, but that'll be an all-user league whenever the new scouting update comes. If I had known the scouting update wouldn't have came in the month of September, I would have started this a while ago. Here are the other receivers on our roster. Tight end, we will have 3. McCoy is the number 2. Rundle is our number 3 youngest tight end on the roster. Does need some work on his game. He will get some play due to the Cowboys playbook does have 3 tight end sets, so all the tight ends are going to get burned. The receivers, pretty much all the receivers are going to get burned. I do have 5 receiver sets. Don't really know how often I'm going to use either. Actually, I'm probably more likely to use a 3 tight end set than a 5 receiver set, but it is what it is. Joshua Larson is superstar. Natural talent is one of his superstar abilities, the other being screen protector, though screens don't seem to work all that well in this game. I may throw a couple out there, we'll see. Will Pugh is our right tackle. He's got Bleddy right behind him. 95 strength, 71 awareness. Decent numbers. Brian Baumhauser, pretty good blocker, though he's 32 years old. I don't know the contract situation to a lot of these guys. Again, this is a fantasy roster, the fictional roster, so I could look it up, but I guess I want to be surprised. Brandon Scott is a superstar. He's got under pressure and strip specialist as his abilities, which should come in handy because I want to knock the hell out of whoever quarterback is on the opposing side. Trent Mathis is the backup, 30 years old. Tyler Hendrickson, 81 overall. Not the strongest. He's got decent pass rush and block shedding moves. So we'll see how that plays into things. I do have a couple of young guys as backups. We'll see how they play. Clinton Williams is our he's our defensive tackle. We play a 4-3, not a 3-4. Marcy Halulu is also a rush defensive tackle. We've got some other guys, Deshaun Trill and Kevin Gates. Linebackers, I went more with the coverage linebackers of sorts, though they were really hard to find. Dorian Bryan and Joe Oaksford is the backup left outside linebacker. In the middle is obviously Mr. Brick Wall from Alabama. Not the fastest, but I mean, hey, I get he's got, normal dev, but at 20 years old and as high of overall it is, I ain't gonna complain about it. Actually, I'm a little shocked he's 20 years old and is even in the NFL. But don't you need 3 years out of high school? Unless he graduated at very close to 17 years old, he shouldn't even be here. But he is. Neville Harrington will be the right outside linebacker. He's got some pass rushing ability, but again, we play a 4-3, and unless we're in like an underfront, I don't really see him rushing the passer too often. At the corners, you got to have at least three corners in this league, and I went with more of these man variety corners over zone variety. All of them are at least solid. At least our top two are good. Our slot is okay, and everybody else, we just hope that they don't get thrown to at all. On the free safety, again, Esmond Jackson is the starter. Pretty good speed. He's got a guy behind him that is, despite his age of 34, he's actually pretty fast for a safety. At the strong safety position, where Adrian Lynch will move around from being a box safety and being a deep cover safety. I like to have that versatility. 88 zone coverage, play record of 90. The other safety will play probably special teams. Justin Tendon is our superstar kicker, clutch kicker, which I don't even know if there even are very many other abilities for kickers, but it is what it is. Crispy Bacon is our punter, high kick power, not the most accurate, but it is what it is. Anywho, very next episode will be the opener. As you see our draft picks and the practice squad, I don't care about. Most of those guys never get to play anyway. But yeah, next episode will be the opening game, the Thursday night game, Cowboys versus Bucks. Hopefully you guys will tune in and watch that. This is Rainbow Lip State of the Franchise Gaming. Peace out.